We begin with breaking news. Taranto has been sentenced to time served plus 36 months supervised release after being convicted of threatening former President Obama. He was also pardoned on January 6th Capitol rioting charges earlier this year. So CBS News legal reporter Katrina Kaufman joining us live now to talk more about this. What exactly was Taranto convicted of, and explain the judge's decision?
So what Taranto was convicted of was illegal possession of guns and ammunition. Essentially, he was found live streaming outside of former President Barack Obama's house in Washington, D.C. Police ended up finding guns and ammunition in his car that was illegally possessed, they say. And the car, they said, also caused a false bomb hoax. The police ended up coming to what they thought was a potential bomb threat outside of Obama's house. Significantly, this happened on the very same day that now President Donald Trump had posted an address that he purported to be Obama's Washington, D.C. home. Taranto then, on that very same day, drove to Obama's house. He had also reposted that address as well. In addition, he was found guilty of false information and hoax charges. That was related to a video he posted a day earlier where he said he was on a one-way mission to blow up the National Institute of Standards and Technology in Maryland. Now, he has been given 21 months in prison, but he had already served more than that. So essentially, this is time served. He's also getting 3 years of supervised release. And part of what the judge said is he cited his lack of criminal history in giving him this more lenient sentence. But it is important to note that he is one of over 1,500 people affiliated with January 6th who was given clemency by President Trump.
Right. On top of that, there's the behind the scenes. The DOJ filed a new sentencing memo Wednesday. This was shortly after placing 2 prosecutors whose names appeared on the original sentencing memo on leave. What can you tell us about that?
This was very unusual. So there was first a 14-page memo filed with the sentencing recommendation from the prosecution, but that memo included references to January 6th, as well as to President Trump posting now a former President Barack Obama's address the same day that this incident occurred with Taranto. Now, those prosecutors were then taken off the case. A new memo was filed. It was only 12 pages, and those paragraphs had been deleted from the memo. According to our correspondent, Scott McFarlane, the 2 prosecutors who were taken off the case were actually sitting in court today watching the proceedings, and the judge made a comment about them. He said that they did an excellent and commendable job on the case. It was some of the best work that he's seen with the highest standards of professionalism. Now, the new prosecutors who have been assigned to this case have asked for a week to make arguments because they want that initial memo sealed. Scott McFarlane also said that U.S. Attorney Jeanine Pirro was asked about the scrubbing of the sentencing memo, why it happened. She wouldn't answer directly, and she said the papers speak for themselves. She also wouldn't comment on those 2 prosecutors being taken off the case.
Katrina Kaufman. Katrina, thank you.